How do you waste a Jazz playoff record 57 points from Donovan Mitchell? One of the best playoff performances I've honestly ever seen by the young Jazz star, but not enough for a win. How in the world did Utah not win this game with Mitchell absolutely on fire? Well, Jamal Murray caught fire. And who do we blame for that? I'm usually the last person to blame coaches, but I think it's really hard to not blame Quin Snyder for leaving Joe Ingles on Jamal Murray for so long. Jamal Murray had 36 points, 20 in the fourth and overtime. How Quin Snyder cost the Jazz in game one. Let's dive deep into the film. First of all, this crucial possession, if you didn't realize what even happened, because I didn't really even realize at the time, but as a head coach, you have to realize things like this. So Rudy Gobert gets this rebound, obviously resets the shot clock, 24 on the shot clock when he gets the rebound. Jokic slaps it out of his hands. So now there's 22 on the shot clock. Jokic took 2 seconds off the clock just by knocking it away. They then inbound the ball to Donovan Mitchell, who's going to walk the ball up the court talking and pick up an 8-second violation as the clock hits 15, which makes it an 8-second violation with him still in the backcourt. Quin Snyder had no idea either. Again, not an easy thing. I didn't pick this up immediately watching from home, but as the head coach, you do have to be on top of everything. And that's just an inexcusable mistake, especially, again, it's a dead ball, so you knew inbounding the ball, there's 22 on the clock. You cannot be walking the ball up the court in this situation. Utah, again, had a chance to go up 6 or 7 with under 130 maybe left, and instead they have a crucial turnover. Not okay. Now, for the matchups. Here's Ingles attempting to guard Jamal Murray. It did not go well. He just cannot get into his body at all with any physicality. He did not touch him, maybe once. He knew he was way too slow, really, to keep him in front. So Jamal was just able to continue to come off screens at will and make the right play every single time. Here's Royce O'Neal guarding him. Got downhill, but kept pursuing. Gobert was able to close back out to Jokic, force a tough shot. Royce did get beat by this reject dribble. So looking at the film, I'm not sure if maybe this is why he was pulled off him. Maybe Quin was mad about this, about getting beat away from the screen. But this was one big shot with 140 left in the fourth. Certainly a big play. But then after that play, Joe's back on him for good. And just watch what happens. Again, no contact. Way too slow to catch up to Murray's step back. Again, not into the body. Step back, gone. This guy's got what we call wiggle or shake or just a bag. He's got a lot of moves to get his own shot off. No offense, but Joe Ingles is kind of the slow white guy in pickup. He's a super smart player. He's an excellent offensive player, great passer, great shooter, super crafty, good team defender, smart, but he is not your one-on-one ISO defender. Royce O'Neal, I understand he had 5 fouls, but what's he going to do? Foul out with a minute left? That's what he's in the game for now. He's your guy who's the closest thing you have to a stopper at the wing spot. Again, Joe is just going to be trailing Murray from the start and just cannot catch up. He was just toying with him. Murray scored 9 possessions down the stretch, either him or passes directly from the pick and roll, for 23 points. 9 times 23 points with Joe Ingles guarding him. Again, I cannot believe how long this was allowed to happen. How many straight possessions you're going to let them run pick and roll. The whole key to pick and roll defense is being up into the body, jumping ahead of the screen, not getting screened off. Joe Ingles is so slow. He had 0 contact on him. He's getting screened off every single time. That's an easy, easy shot, especially when a guy's red hot. Still no adjustment. 2 minutes left in overtime. Still somehow only down 6. It's a game still. How do you not... Donovan Mitchell. How about him? He had like 2 fouls. O'Neal. Try Clarkson. I don't know. You got to try something. This clearly wasn't working. In the NBA, it's all about matchups, especially playoff basketball. Matchups are huge. If you see once or twice, okay, that's probably pretty good evidence that you can't guard someone. But you're going to let it happen 7, 8, 9 times? Again, this is a 3 for Jokic, but this is created by, once again, no contact before the pick and roll, trailing behind them. Rudy has to be in to help a little bit. Now he has a really long closeout, and closes out a little bit too short, too, partially on Rudy as well. No contact again. It's just unbelievable that he's still on him. He is not quick enough to contest Jamal Murray's step backs. Look at his feet. Look at Ingles' footwork. Look how he's stumbling already, almost falling over. It's not his fault. That's just not who he is. He's not a laterally quick defender. This poor guy is just absolutely hung out to dry. Again, look at this. Still, 6-point game, 51 seconds left. This is the 9th time. 9th time. Unreal. Murray, unbelievable performance by him. But I cannot believe how long they just would not try O'Neal or Mitchell or anybody on Jamal Murray. Rudy Gobert, again, is not blameless either. And part of the reason why I tell people Rudy's not a top 15 player, whatever people think he is, he plays the same coverage on every single pick and roll, which is partially by design. It's called drop coverage. He's just back at the rim, staying between his man and the basket, taking away the roll, but also contesting the guard shot if he gets to the rim, taking away the roll, the offensive rebound, making guys take pull-up jumpers. In the playoffs, though, a lot of times you need a big man who can get out, who can either be aggressive, almost in a trap here, or switch, especially when a guard gets this hot. You need to be able to show different looks. The Jazz used the same look every single time, and Jamal Murray absolutely tore it up. On top of that, Rudy just became really soft offensively down the stretch. You have to catch this ball, first of all. You have to go up with that one quicker, even though he did finish this one, but almost got away with a travel. Again, so slow to power up. Right here, Jokic is gone to help. Mitchell hits you. You got to explode up. At least get that ball off the glass quickly. He takes so long to just find the ball. And then this was massive. 4 minutes left in overtime. That is not the time to flop. And the replays kind of showed that it was a flop. Him and Jokic are doing some wrestling early, both kind of grabbing each other. What are you doing, though? You can't go for that there. That's not a situation to risk a turnover and huge possession. Can't have that either. You're going to get the ball in these rolls. You can't be up in the air already and make a pass really easily stolen by Grant. You've got to be able to come down, pivot, read this, hit Donovan Mitchell up at top, make the right play. When people, point to his efficiency and his true shooting percentage offensively, that's great because he dunks the ball. Can he do other things? Can he make the right reads? Does he have any touch floaters? Does he really want the ball here? On this Ingles play, on this catch, if he cuts right here, right now into this gap, he's open. Does he have his hands really ready for it? You think he really wants this ball? No. Down. Pretending. He doesn't really want that right there. They run an ATO here. Can he pass? Can he dribble? Obviously can't shoot. You have to deliver this pass. You can't telegraph it the entire time so that Jokic is able to get a hand on it. Fake a pass to make a pass. It's just not fundamental. Just no skill, really, offensively. Except, obviously, he does a great job screening and rolling and dunking. Pass, shoot, dribble. Can he do any of that? Not good enough. Thanks for watching. Make sure you thumb up, subscribe, follow Scout with Bryan, Twitter, Instagram, the podcast. And make sure, again, you hit that subscribe button for a whole lot more, including the playoff preview for this series. Thanks for watching.